This is the second installment to the three-part series of spelling out the introduction to Gregg Shorthand alphabetically, and being part 2B. The letter M is the medium-sized stroke in this horizontal series here, going left to right. By itself and in phrases, the M stands for the short forms am, more, him, and room. So here we will write the words seem, man, and simple. So the word seem, we'll just write S-E-M. The word man, just how it's spelled too, M-A-N. And for the word simple is S-E-M-P. The P at the end stands for P-L-E. And now for the words where room is the suffix to them. So for restroom, we'll just write R-E-S. The T is understood. And then a disjoined M for room. Living room is L-I-V, and then the separate disjoined M. No need to put the ing here. And the word bedroom is just simply the B and a D, and then a disjoined M. The M can also stand for the joined suffix ment and the disjoined suffix mental. So for the joined suffix, we'll start with the word experiment, which is E-S-P-R-E-M. It's an experiment. Employment, it's just the M-P-L-M. For document, is just D-O-K and the M. Now for the disjoined suffix mental, we'll start with experimental, and this is just E-S-P-R, and then the disjoined M. For experimental, this I in experiment or experimental is understood here. And the word fundamental is just F-N-D and a separate M for mental. Supplemental is S-P-L and then the separated M for mental. And again, the non-stressed vowel here is understood and omitted. The letter M can also stand for the disjoined prefixes magna and mac or mac in names. So for the word magnet, we will write the disjoined M and then the letter T. The E here is omitted. In magnificent, this is somewhat of a short form. It will just be an M and then the letter F right below it. So magnificent. For magnesium, we'll just write the disjoined M and then the S and the M. And again, this vowel E here, magnesium, is omitted. Now for the name McNally, we'll write the disjoined M and then an N-A-L-E for the Y, then of course the two ticks below it to show that it is capitalized. For the name Mackenzie, we'll just write the disjoined M and then the letter N-S-E and of course the two ticks to show it is capitalized. The men or mem stroke is the large of this three-part horizontal series of strokes. So for the word men, we're just going to use this one stroke for men. For women, notice how women sounds like that W-I sound in the beginning. So we'll just write the U, the I, and the N for women. For the word remain, just write R-E-M-E-N. For the word member, again, using the large stroke here, is going to be the M-E-M and then the B-R. For memory, will just be the M-E-M, R, and then the E for the Y at the end. Minimum is going to have two of these strokes in here. We're just going to write the min part, and then the I, and then the mum part. Minimum. The letter N is represented by the small horizontal stroke in this horizontal series. So for the word net, we will write N-E-T, and for rain, R-A-N, and for picnic, will be P-I-K, N-I-K. The letter N can also stand for the disjoint prefixes enter, inter, intra, and intel. So here we'll write the word introduce, which will be the disjoined N, and then D-U-S. Remember that this vowel middle here, introduce, is omitted. In interview, it's just the separate N, and then V-E-U. Remember the E here is representing that Y glide sound in interview. The word entrance is a disjoined N, and then another N and S for entrance. And for entertain will just be the N, and then tain is represented by the 10 stroke, entertain. For the disjoined prefix intel, we'll write the word intelligent, which is a disjoined N, and then the blend, gent. And for intellect, we'll write the disjoined N, and then the E and the K below it. The T here is understood. The letter N also stands for the short forms in or not. Now we'll demonstrate these two short forms in the phrases in what city and I am not. So in what city is just the letter N, and then what is just represented by an O and a T, and it is a short form. In city, spelled phonetically, S-I-T-Y. In what city? For the phrase I am not, we'll just write the A standing for the letter I, the M for the short form am, and then the N for not. I am not. For the letter O, it's represented by the smallest stroke here in these counterclockwise strokes. For the short O, letter O is used. So for the word lot, we would write L-O-T. For the word tall, and that's an ah sound, not an A, so we will use T-O-L for the word tall. Then for walk, is just going to be the U, the O, and the K. Again, the U here is standing for the letter W. Now for the long O, in the words note and home, note is spelled N-O-T, and home, H-O-M. Now the letter O also stands for the short forms of and over. And this should be easy to remember because the over is written above the line, or over, then the of is written on the line. The O also stands for the disjoint prefix over. So for the word overheard, we'll just write the O, then the H, the E, and the D. The E here is reversed to represent the sound in the overheard word. The word overt is the disjoint O, and then the letter T. For overshadow, it's a disjoint O, and then S-H-A-D-O. The letter O can also represent the disjoint suffixes ology and a graph. For ology, the O is written on its side, almost looking like a conventional letter C. For a graph, it is written the normal way, as it is over here. For the word biology, we'll just write the letter B, and then the O on its side for biology. Now the I-O sound here is understood, and the I sound is omitted. For theology, just write the T-H-E, and again the O on its side for ology. For psychology, and here is where the phonetics plays a role, we'll write the S, long I, K, and then the O on its side for ology. For the word photograph, we'll write the F and the T and the disjoint O written the regular way. For autograph, we'll just write the O-T and then the O for graph. For seismograph, we'll write the S, the long I, S, M, and then the O for a graph. Next is the letter P, which is the second stroke in this series. First, we'll write the word pet, which is P-E-T. Sleep, which is a reverse left S, L-E-P. Next word is popcorn. We'll use P, O-P-K, O on its side, N. Now the R is understood here. The short form, put, is P by itself. Now up and place in phrases are represented by the letter P. In this first set here, setup and makeup, the P is joined. In the second set, it is disjoined. So on back to the first set on setup, it's just S-E-T and then P for the word up. Makeup will be M-A-K-P. Again, in this set, they will be separated to represent the word place. So my place, M-A, then P. At the same place, the T for at, S, AM for same, and then place. Again, disjoined. And lastly, in the first place will be the word in, then the word first, which is FIS, and then place, which is represented by the disjoined P. Now, if you noticed on these last two that the word the is understood. So, at the same place and in the first place. The letter P also represents a couple of prefixes that are disjoined. The first one is para, which is written slightly above the corresponding stroke, and then the word post, which is written beside the corresponding stroke. So first we will start with para, the first word paragraph. Just write a P, the letter G right below it. G represents graph para by the P. Paradox, BP, then D, O, X. Parasite will be P for the para, and site right below it. Now for post, again, this is written beside the corresponding stroke. So for postage, we have P and the J, standing for the AGE sound in postage. For posterior, it is the letter P for post, and then beside it, the ER, standing for the earier portion at the end. And then finally, postpone, the letter P for post, and right beside it, PON for pone, and postpone. Next is the letter Q, which is represented normally by the KW sound using the second or middle medium stroke in this series. There are some instances where it's just a K sound, and also instances where there will be no W represented. And I'll go over this. So the KW sound is represented by the K, of course, and then a dash that is written underneath the vowel. So for the word queen, we'll just write the K-E-N, and then the dash right underneath for queen. For quagmire, I'm going to use the letter K, A, G, M, I, that's reversed, and then the dash underneath the vowel A for quagmire. Then for quarter, we're going to use K, O, T, reverse E to represent the R, and then the dash underneath the vowel for quarter. Now for words that have the KW sound in the middle of them, the same concept still applies, where you put the dash underneath the vowel. So for sequel, we'll write S-E-K, then E-L, then the dash underneath the vowel, sequel. For sequence, it's S-E-K-E-N-S. Then of course the dash underneath the quince and sequence. Then the word acquittal will be the A-K-I-T-L, and then of course the dash represented for the W sound in the acquittal of acquittal. Now there are words that have the Q in them that only have the K sound. And for instance, these words will start with unique. So unique, if you just use the Y, standing for the Y sound, U, N, I, K, in unique. And then for picturesque, we'll just use a P, K, T, R, E, S, K for picturesque. So in this sense, the QUE is just represented by the K sound. The same thing here with unique. And then for Baroque, we'll have B, A, R, O, K. Baroque. Now there are some words, and most of these are short forms, but nonetheless, that do not represent the W with a dash. So for instance, quality is just a K and a U, and that is a short form. Quantity uses the K and then the T that strikes through the K. Now for quiet, this is not a short form, but it is a word that does not use the dash for the W. So for quiet, we're just going to write the K, the I, and the T. Now quiet is a short form, and it is a long I sound, but how you can distinguish it is this is just written with a K, A, T. The A is just a diminished form to represent the long I in quiet, and to distinguish it between quiet and its quiet. And then the last word is question, and this again is a short form. You're just going to write the K, then the SH for the shun sound. Question. Next, we have the letter R. And as a consonant, we'll go over this first set of words. So for the word road, we'll just write R, O, D. For the word written, just write R, a short I, T-E-N. Then for squadron, will be the S-K-O-D-R-O-N, the dash representing the W sound, and squadron. Now after a vowel, we'll write the R, and words like fire, which is F, long I, R. For door, write D, O on its side, R. For dark, D, A, R, and K. And then for the word quirky, it's going to be K, I, R, K, E, representing the Y, and a dash under the vowel for the KW sound in quirky. Now there are times where the R is not clearly visible, but is represented by a reverse circle. And we will compare these words so you can know the difference. So in the word ban, when I write this, the A is going to be clockwise, as in B, A, N. In the word barn, it will be reversed, counterclockwise. So it looks like this, B, A, N. And when it's written like this, the reverse A represents the R in this barn. And then the next set of words, fame and farm. Fame will be F-A-M. And again, the circle is clockwise, and now it will be counterclockwise in the word farm, where it goes F-A-M. Next set of words, family and farmers. So family is written in F-A-M, and an elongated E standing for this ILY sound. Now, Farmers is going to show you the exact reverse of these, which is going to be F, reverse A, M, and the reverse elongated E standing for the ERS at the end of Farmers. The next set is sheet and shirt. Sheet will be represented or written S-H-E-T, and then shirt will be S-H reverse E-T. The next word is vanish and then varnish. So vanish will just be the V, the clockwise A, N, and SH, and then varnish will be the V, reverse A, N, SH. R is omitted after certain vowels. Like in the word storm, we're just going to write S-T-O on its side, M. The word storm, and the R is already represented within this, basically omitted. The word turn, we're just going to write the T-E-N. So normally be E-R sound, but it is omitted in this word, turn. For the word corner, we're going to write K-O on its side, N in the reverse E over here to represent the ER. The word furniture, we're just going to write the letter F, and then the letter N, and then I-T-R. So here, the U and the R are omitted in the whole word furniture. Now, R also stands for three words or short forms. So for R, hour, or the word hour with the silent H, they're all just represented by the R. It's by itself or in phrases. The R can also stand for a disjoined prefix and disjoined suffix. The prefix being RETR, written in words like retrieve, which will have the R, and then disjoined V. Now, when using this prefix, the vowel is understood that comes next with the consonant. Retroactive is going to be the R, and then A, K, V. Again, the O sound is understood, and then active, so retroactive. Retreat will be the R, the long E is understood, and then letter T, and retreat. Now, as a suffix, the R stands for the R-I-T-Y sound at the end of certain words. Like as in majority, it will be M-A-J, and a disjoined R, standing for the R-I-T-Y at the end. Authority will be the O sound, T-H, and then disjoined R, and authority. And again, the O here is understood when it's disjoined. Then lastly, the word security is an S-E-K, disjoined R. Security. Thank you for watching and for your interest in learning shorthand. This lesson is a three-part series, being parts 2A, 2B, and 2C. I've included a link to the very next shorthand video below, which is part C of this lesson. Check out my corresponding shorthand video lessons and feel free to subscribe to my channel and click on the little bell to get notifications on future shorthand lesson videos.